I'm Amanda Olson from IntimateRose.com, and I'm a physical therapist specializing in pelvic floor dysfunction. And we are going to discuss how to use the weights properly. But the first thing that we want you to know is that your goals, whatever they may be, are our primary concern. And we know that urinary incontinence and fecal incontinence, pelvic organ prolapse, and having issues in the bedroom are not fun for anyone. And we know that that's a struggle. And whether the issue is brand new or it's long standing, we want you to know that we're here to support you, that this is a fixable problem, and that strengthening the pelvic floor can help. We are also available to answer any questions that might come up. You can email us at support@intimaterose.com. And we can also help set you up with a pelvic floor physical therapist in your area if you're needing some more one-on-one attention and treatment. So that being said, we're going to look at the pelvic floor itself. The pelvic floor is a series of muscles that support the bladder and the uterus and the rectum. And they are everything that you see in red here. So starting at the top of the pubic bone here, they span down and around, attaching to the tailbone here at the superficial layer. That's the first layer. And then the second layer of muscles is the deep layer that you see inside here. And again, it starts forward on the pubic bone and spans around, connecting at the tailbone. These muscles envelop and support the urethra and the vagina leading to the uterus and the rectum here in the back. So if you're having issues with leaking, the pelvic floor muscles are going to benefit from strengthening by providing some closure around those outlets. And likewise with pelvic organ prolapse, supporting those organs better for a better lift up in the pelvic bowl itself. You can find more information on this on our YouTube videos at Intimate Rose, titled "What is a Kegel and what is the pelvic floor and what can happen to the pelvic floor." So when you're using the weight itself is going to go in just like a tampon would. It's covered with silicone. It's BPA free and body safe and very soft. So you can put just a little dab of lubricant right on the tip if it's feeling a little tender to insert. Otherwise, it'll just go straight in. So it's going to go into the vagina here, and it will sit right inside the pelvic bowl like this with the string coming down, just like a tampon would. So it's sitting right in through here, and what it's doing is providing resistance to the pelvic floor during activities and during Kegel exercises. So in order to determine what your strength level is starting out, you'll start with the white weight here. And this is the lightest weight available. As the color intensifies on the set, the weight increases. So you can see they are in a spectrum of colors, and as the purple becomes more deeply colored, the weight increases as well. So starting with the white weight, you'll insert it like a tampon, and you're going to carry on with your day for 15 minutes in light activities and light chores, like taking a shower, washing the dishes, throwing in a load of laundry, these kinds of things. So you're able to get your exercises in while you're being active. If the weight is easy, so if white is very easy for you, you're able to complete those activities for 15 minutes with no issue. You'll wait 2 days, and then you'll try the next color up. And you'll keep going until you find one that you can't hold, you can't sustain in your body for 15 minutes. So when you find the one that you cannot sustain, you'll go back to the one that you can. And that is the one that you will use. Again, you can use it while you are doing your chores, in the shower, these kinds of things. You can also visit IntimateRose.com and see some exercise programs where you can perform gentle exercises with the weight inside that will help build strength of the pelvic floor and the supporting core muscles. If you are unable to hold the white weight in, there are a few things that you can do to build up strength to where you can tolerate this resistance. The first would be to put the white weight in and sit down and sit for 15 minutes. So your pelvic floor is still supporting the weight in the pelvic bowl, but instead of moving around and being active and adding that additional challenge to it, it's just going to practice, and it's going to work on getting stronger, holding it and sitting. If you aren't able to hold it sitting, you can lie down. So then you're not upright against gravity at all, but your pelvic floor muscles are still adjusting to that challenge of the weight. If that's not working, then you can perform regular Kegels without the weight in for a few weeks, and there are exercises available at intimaterose.com that describe how to do a basic Kegel and how to work up your strength progressively to be able to tolerate and have success with the weights. If, on the other hand, the weights are too easy and you get to the heaviest weight and you're able to wear it for 15 minutes doing your chores without any issues, there are a few ways to make it more challenging using the heaviest weight. One thing you can do, again, it's inserted like a tampon, so the string is coming out of your body, is you can apply gentle pressure and resistance to the string. So these silicone strings are very strong. They can withhold up to 10 pounds of pressure on them. You can see I'm pulling really hard and it's strong. So with it inserted into your body, you can apply a little bit of pressure as you're doing the Kegel. So you're giving it additional resistance. The other thing you can do is apply a little bit more lubricant so it's slippery. So it's a little bit more challenging to grip, and your muscles are going to have to work harder to keep it inside. And then lastly, you can be wearing the weight while you're doing challenging core exercises, again, available at intimaterose.com. And they would be they would look a little bit more like a core stability program with the weight inside. So for additional questions, don't hesitate to visit intimaterose.com. You can visit our blog. We're also on YouTube for additional educational videos. And we're always available by email to provide you with support or recommendations. And again, if you're needing more one-on-one assistance, we will help pair you based on your zip code with a pelvic floor physical therapist in your area, because our primary goal is for you to meet your goals, and your well-being is really the most important thing to us.